perfectionist, you tend to have all or nothing thinking. You tend to be more self-critical of yourself, and you're never happy with the results that you get. You don't measure up to the unrealistic expectations that you set, and then you punish yourself. Why do this to your self-worth? It eats away at your confidence. If do better are the only two words that you speak to yourself, you are crossing the line from helpful to hurtful. You're feeding anxiety into the brain. Tal Ben-Shahar at Harvard talks about how harmful perfectionism is and how it hurts emotionally, not just you, but your friends and your family as well. He reports that it takes away from our happiness and it harms our relationships. If you strive for perfection, man, then you got to maintain an image. And when you fall short of that, or somebody criticizes you, it brings out the defensiveness we all have within us. If that inner judge is always holding court and never praises you and says, good job, then you're always on the defense. It's exhausting. It leaves you disappointed with yourself. Great book. Christian Neff wrote, The Mindful Self-Compassion Workbook. And she talks about how the perfectionist and how anxiety is always there and what this can do to your motivation. It zaps you. If you start to give up because you never quite hit the perfect score, then you procrastinate because fear comes into play and you don't want to keep beating yourself up. There are so many times that being a perfectionist is holding us back. When we're afraid of failure and it begins to debilitate you, it's time to embrace failure. Lean into it. Failure is just a state of mind. When those things don't happen the way you had planned, remember, you're human. All of us struggle. We all make mistakes. A perfect life does not exist for any of us. If you view yourself as more successful, smarter, more edge than others, you're going to have a tough time living up to that 100% of the time. It's life, man. There's ups and there's downs. We have to accept failure and acknowledge it will happen. And this helps us to realize, you know what? It's not all that bad. Be kind to yourself. Don't get dramatic about how badly things went. Practice some self-care. Recognize the good in what you did and learn from your mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. I do. Positive affirmations are a good way to reinforce your sense of self-worth. I use them all the time. Brene Brown really said it worth. Perfectionism is a 20-ton shield that we lug around, thinking it's going to protect us. In reality, it's the thing that's really holding us back. It's stopping us from taking that next step. We all have an inner voice, and sometimes it's critical. Oh, that negative chit-chat, that comes from the amygdala, the emotional center in the brain. But sometimes that chit-chat can be positive. Learn from that situation. If you need clarification, get it. Look for personal growth opportunities when you can. It's a natural tendency to want to judge, to find fault, and to blame, dwell on the negative. Acknowledge when you do, and forgive yourself for being human. Focus on where those negative thoughts are coming from, because negative thoughts create negative feelings and negative behavior. Cognitive behavioral therapy can help you with that. It can help you go through the process of turning negative thoughts into positive thoughts. It will help you shift more into that positive state. And it takes you from a me state to a we state, because perfectionism, it's an isolated state. Get out of your head. Get connected to others, to your friends, to your family, to your spiritual side, and enjoy life to the fullest extent possible. If you'd like to learn more about how to do that, give us a call today. CBT can help you get your brain, get your head where it needs to be.